Boo. Hello, Brandy. How are you? This is going to be a very, very short stream. I'm just testing something. I had an idea. So, hello, everyone. If we do 15 minutes, I bet we'll get up to 10 in. What's up, A Cobra? How are you? Cool, yeah, thanks, Brandy. Wrench Brandy and Wrench A Cobra. Because everybody is wrenched here. Basically, what I'm testing is I had a dream last night. And let's see if we get a few more. Yeah, we get Joy. Hello, Joy. What's up? Welcome. So, Joy, this is just a test based on a dream that I had last night. I'll explain when a few more come over. We got 3. There is lag time. It's a little weird. Somebody will come in, and then like 30 seconds later, it shows that person is added to the amount watching. I don't know why that is. Hey, what's up, Don Juan? Yeah, see, there's 4 in here now. Oh, 5. Okay, cool. What's up, Don Juan? This is going to be a very short transmission. I'm just testing something out based on a dream I had last night. And when we get a few more, I'll explain it all. I will explain it all. Don Juan is chillin'. Happy Saturday, bro. Right back at you, bro. Broista. So no major big discussion today, guys. Like I said, very, very short stream. Oddly enough, based on a dream I had last night. Car troubles blow. Sorry, man. I hope that works out. But I'm glad you had that spare clutch, or, you know. You needed that clutch anyway. Yeah, none of us have any money. Come on, Trump. All right, so we're probably going to top out at 6. All right, so the very brief show begins now. All right. So, as most of you, or probably everybody knows, and I think this is why I had the dream, there was that pretty fucking crazy storm that we're still getting the wind from right now. A lot of roof damage, a lot of trees down, a lot of flooding. Luckily not in my area because I live on a hill like this. But a lot of flooding, lots of power outages being one of the main issues. And so I had a dream last night basically about a disaster scenario. And I won't go into the dream fully, but let's just say it was something of an attack. And the grid went down, right? The grid went down. But for some reason, because I live stream so much, I still add live streaming capabilities. And so we have things like, tornadoes, or maybe, hopefully not ever, a suitcase nuke goes off in a city or something like that. And there's emergency alert system going off and relative chaos and this and that. And everyone is going to be, for help. Everyone is going to be calling, 911 and their local, police and fire over and over again, jamming the phone lines. Hospitals will be crammed. just relative chaos. That was the nature of the dream. So let's say that ever happened. I wonder if, and this is not an ego thing, I'm actually being serious here, because I'm very adept, this is what I do. I'm very adept at, situational analysis and, kind of giving advice, how to prioritize, how to take care of yourself, what should you do number one, what should you do number two, what should you do number three. And I almost wonder if folks were, and again, this is not an ego thing, I literally wonder, and this is the whole reason for the short video, if shit really hit the fan, and yet for some reason there was still internet, if folks would, if I went online and I'm like, this is going to be an emergency stream, I can help you guys out, if folks would come here, even if it's only for 30 seconds, just to get, advice. You know what I mean? So that's my whole, question, is, in an event like that, as long as there's still internet, somehow, some way, whether it's satellite or whatever, if folks would come by here, and I would be like, look, this is not a drill, this is an emergency, and here's what to do. All right, everyone's still saying hi. They're not paying attention to my entire intro. Don Juan, I think I would. Don Juan could be like, let's say, for example, what's up, Zygo? Let's say, for example, yeah, as long as your home is safe. Hell yeah. Because I could say, just get the fuck out of where you are. That could be the most important advice anyone could ever give. I don't know, it's a little bit of a disjointed thought. But it is a thought that I had. And it's weird that I'm having disaster dreams, because the last time I had disaster dreams was before 9/11. So, I'm not saying I'm psychic. I'm not saying I'm anything. But it's just a fact. Hello, Sin Marie. I don't think I'm a seer. I'm too logical for that. But it's just weird that I had disaster dreams before 9/11 when I was really young, and I had one last night. Yeah, and Joyce Stewart makes a good point. I've often said this. Being prepared doesn't mean necessarily that you have to, go to all these fancy prepper, websites and phone numbers. I mean, if you can afford it, do it. That's the platinum strategy. That's absolutely what you should do. But I think everyone, as I do, it sounds a little silly and it sounds a little, gross, but I keep 4 gallons of water in the basement, in the garage. And my cupboard is filled with, or actually now I have to restock, believe it or not. But just plenty of cans of beans, and also something else that's really good, believe it or not. I know there are probably better options, but if you don't have a lot of money, those 12 packs of ramen noodles. I mean, what's better to eat in a crisis situation? Ramen for 2 weeks or nothing for 2 weeks? You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? I think it does. Because when you get into a crisis situation, what matters is calories, period. That's just my thought. And I happen to like ramen, too. I like the chicken one. The beef ramen sucks. Good point. Water filter straws. I need to get one of those. I think Alex has them, right, Joy? Alex Jones. He sells them. Where literally you could have, what, like... Hold on a second. Yeah, Brandy, it's a straw that you can put into allegedly non-potable water, and the straw will filter it, and you can drink it. I think Alex Jones sells them. I should get... In fact, I'm probably going to order one today. For hikes or treks or emergencies. Yeah, I need to get a fluoride filter. I don't know if I'll get it from InfoWars, but I need to get a fluoride filter. I mean... If you went into Cabela's, needed 3 survival tools, what would you get that you don't have, JB? Well, first, Don Juan, what is Cabela's? Isn't that Spanish for head? I don't know what Cabela's are. Oh, okay, so that's like REI around here. Okay, cool, yeah, so that's like REI around here. Well, I already have fishing gear, so I don't need that. What I would get would be a hatchet, a wet, dry fire starter kit, and lots of rope. Because I know how to build a lean-to. I can build a shelter, but you need rope to tie it all together. So I would get a wet, dry fire starter kit, a hatchet, and plenty of rope, like the thin rope, like that. You don't need anything fancy. Just so you can tie branches together and make a lean-to. The fishing gear I already have, and I'm a very adept fisherman, so... Is that it? Is that a good selection, Don Juan? Did I miss anything? Because you only gave me 3. I think those are good. The hatchet and the rope can build a shelter. Yeah, that's all you need. And you need fire. I would skimp on the tarp because although it's kind of shitty, you can just chop down branches if it's spring, summer, fall, and use those to prevent rain. You know, the leaves I mean. And if it's winter, you're kind of screwed anyway. But, well, yeah, tarp is a good idea. So I need 4. I need a tarp as well. Yeah, you're right. Because if it's winter, unless you have a lot of pine trees around you, you're fucked. I have one of those Simmery somewhere. The body reflective heat blankets. I have one of those somewhere. I just don't know where it is. I gotta dig that out. I'm not a very good prepper. Like I said, I had a dream last night, and this is what's on my brain. So I would skimp on the myself. I would scrimp on the medical kit only because I would have to tell myself, it's like, don't fucking hurt yourself, dude. Don't hurt yourself. Don't cut yourself. I'm really good with my hands. Oh, that's so nice, Sin Marie. I'll read that one out loud. I used to make bags and put them in my trunk, Ziploc gallon bags with basic necessities to hand to the homeless. Very cool. Yeah, I've never heard about a propeller generator. That's badass. You know what, another thing I just realized is very important is backup gasoline. Backup gasoline. Just in a canister, never have to use it. And backup gasoline has many, many uses. You can actually start a fire on wet wood if you have a little bit of gasoline. So that's key. Yeah, I don't have any guns, and I'm never going to be able to get any guns. I live in Massachusetts. What's up, having a beer? How are you? All right, I said I was going to do 15 minutes. Now we're at 17, so we'll do 20, and then we're going to cut. Hurry up, Don. Hurry up. I got to go. Hurry up. This is a very short stream. Yeah, I wouldn't... I wouldn't opt for a machete. I would opt for a hatchet. Oh, I didn't know that. Gasoline goes bad if you store it too long. I did not know that. Fuck. Fuck. All right, so we got 2 minutes, folks. Then I got to cut. I have a lot of things to do today. Pure ethanol. Well, maybe I could just put some of my famous wines in my tank. Ethanol. Just kidding. Yo, peace out, Brandy. Sorry for the short stream. I'll do a show later. This wasn't really a show. I just had a dream last night, and I wanted to kind of... You know why I had the dream? We had that, and still have the winds, but we had that fucked up storm last night. Damaged a whole bunch of stuff, bunch of trees down. You know, the neighbors were picking up roof shingles. It was pretty bad, to be honest with you. All right, so in 60 seconds, I'm going to cut. And like I said, later on, we'll do a normal show. Probably go an hour. Oh, yeah, Dawn, it was bad. I remember Something Wicked This Way Comes, one way or another, Joy, one way or another. Yeah, just to Don Juan's point, and I never get scared by storms. I love storms. I actually, in a sick way, I like seeing all the damage happening. I'm like, wow, this is cool. But the last time I remember anything that bad and that long lasting was when I was in 3rd grade and Hurricane Bob. That was the last time I remember something that bad. That was crazy. I mean, trees down, like thick trees down left and right. Roof shingles pouring over everywhere. It was hard driving home on the highway because the side winds were blowing not only mine, but all other cars, just like all over the fucking place. That was something. Yeah, I mean, well, I'm pretty hairy right now, yes, but the situation was hairy as well. I mean, I'm not used to seeing healthy, thick trees, just blown over. like on the street. Yeah, thanks, Don. Yeah, I'm not afraid of storms. And my building is brick. My apartment building is brick, so that's a good thing. All right, fuck it. Let's do 5 more minutes. Who cares? Maybe 10. I don't know. I got stuff to do, but you know, I just don't like to do things. No, I'm serious. I just don't like to do things when it's dark out, but now that it's lighter later, you know, I can allot myself a little bit more time. You know what? One of the best things, I used to even do this when I was a kid, is if you know how to fish and you know how to start a fire without a lighter or matches, you can literally, you don't even need a fishing rod. You can catch fish with a hook and you can find bait under rocks. Like, you don't need a lot of stuff. You just need hooks and line. And you can just throw them into the water. And usually what's up close is panfish, like perch and sunfish and stuff. If you catch like 4 or 5 of those, you know, even small ones that are like 10 feet from shore, and then just pull them in, you know, obviously crush the heads so they don't, you know, suffer kind of thing. And then you could just put them on a stick and roast over a fire and just pick off the meat. And it's pretty tasty. I mean, to be honest with you. Nothing wrong with that. T-shirt to catch a fish. That's badass. Fishing trip. Is that directed at me, Don Juan? When's my next fishing trip? Oh, cool. I would say probably, I don't know. I usually test the waters late March, freshwater. Um, just to see what's going on. And then if I don't get anything, I'll take a week and then wait till April. And then typically the first really warm, you know, couple days, shit starts kicking up. Oh yeah, the opener is the best, especially if you catch something. And Don Juan also says big pike. Pike is a good eating fish if you know how to get around the bones, believe it or not. A lot of people think you can't eat pickerel and pike. Oh, yes, you can, and it's very, very good. Yeah, you just got to get around those pin bones. That's all you need to do. I've eaten pike before. I like to cut it in those steaks that's almost like a salmon after you kind of like gut it. And all you need is salt and butter and just pan fry it, and it's great. Yeah, I mean, in in a situation of opulence, I cut off the belly meat as well because the flavor is too strong. Same thing with salmon. But in a pinch, I mean, belly meat is calories, so you know, I think everyone would say fuck it. You know what I mean? Coming with me. Well, I hope not, Don Juan. Let's hope that the big one doesn't happen. Let's hope that the big one doesn't happen. All right? I trust our president. I trust his team. I don't think Trump is Illuminati. I really don't. I know he's a high-level White Knight Mason. I know that. But I do trust the president, and I do trust his team. So let's hope the big one doesn't happen. Who knows about the, what's his name, what's that guy's name? The Russian, Yuri, Mezdinov, I think, who, 20 years ago talked about the, 50 hidden suitcase-sized nukes in cities around America. Has anybody ever heard that? I know his first name is Yuri. Yes, Donald Trump is you don't get to a level in business. Now I'm going to go off into a whole goddamn tangent. And I don't have time. I have stuff to do. No, I'm not going to show you guys that. Now I'm going to go off into a whole tangent. Yes, Donald Trump is a you don't get in business. You don't rise above basically 300 grand a year, in terms of personal income. You don't rise above that level of opulence unless you're a part of some kind of secret society. Not all secret societies are bad. That's what people freak out about who are in the conspiracy community. When you say the word Mason, they go, no. There are good Masons and bad Masons. That's what a lot of folks don't know. And this goes, everyone should go back to my old channel and watch my video called The Superstructure by JB. It's called The Superstructure by JB. That video is like a year and a half old. It's still on the internet. It's got like over 400 views, I think, or something. There are people at the top who are very, very evil and satanic and bad. They're the ones behind Pizzagate and 9/11 and Sandy Hook, which didn't happen, and all that garbage. But there's also high-level people that are good and want the best for humanity and believe that if we all reach our fullest potential, we're all going to kind of rise up. And Trump is one of them. And they both happen to be competing factions of Masons. Most people don't know this stuff. I'm probably giving you classified information right now, to be honest with you. No brag, just fact. No brag, just fact. If Hillary got in, we already right now would have had 2 more or 3 more, in my opinion. We would have already had 2 more or 3 more 9/11s with armed police on every corner, random house checks, random car stops everywhere, not just the ones they already do, everywhere. Armed guards everywhere, armed guards at Walmart, armed guards at grocery stores, total police state and surveillance, fingerprints in order to get money out of an ATM machine. That's what would have happened if Hillary got in. And it would have happened quickly. Agree, disagree, up, down, yes, no? Plus, minus? Oh, I agree, Joy. And it goes right back to you know, we all have that stuff within us. It's the Native Americans used to say everyone is two wolves in them, the good wolf and the bad wolf, and it depends on which one you feed. So there's that. So there's that. Let's get back to my original topic. I guess we'll have to do another 10 minutes. Who here knows how to build a lean-to with just some rope? Press 1. Rope and a hatchet. Because if you press 2, I can tell you in a second. Nice. I know you guys are all going to press 1. Oh, yeah. We used to build them for fun. And I was never even like a Boy Scout or a Cub Scout or any of that shit. Oh, another key tool, which I need to go buy. Maybe I'll buy one this. In fact, I'm going to. Because I lost my one that I had when I was younger. Swiss Army knife is very, very good. My notification just went up. They're censoring me, folks. YouTube hates JB. I have a good hunting knife. It's a bait cutting knife, but it's serrated. It's strong. It's hanging up on my wall. I actually have it proudly, like, right up on the wall. It's not that big. It's about this big. It's about 6 inches, 7 inches. But the blade is sturdy. It's serrated. Yo, what up, Archie? This is not going to be... Just so everybody who just popped in knows, this is not going to be a long stream. I just came on to talk about a disaster dream I had last night, and now we're chatting. And I'm like, damn it, I have stuff to do. So this will not be a long stream. But Archie is in the house. What up, Archie? Bum bum. Take you with me when I do stuff? No, I can't. It's too embarrassing. I'm literally removing hundreds of mini wine bottles from my car. You want proof? Here, I mean, this is psychotic to do this on YouTube, but I'll do it. Here's proof. This is my first batch to throw away. Right there. That's a lot. I've been driving around with a lot of crap in my car, and I can't do it anymore. I just kind of snapped today. Now you gotta take us. What, so you guys can all laugh at me and call me a fucking alcoholic? Jesus Christ. Well, I have an open bottle. It's right here. It's almost gone. Now it's gone. And it goes in the trash bag. Yeah, no, I don't do the big wine bottles. They're very cumbersome. I just buy these little fucking Sutter Home 4-packs. You know what I mean? Much easier. Oh, bag wine rules. I used to do those. You mean box wine. And the bag is in the box. Those things are great. Hey, I never... The bag in the box, indeed. Yo, folks, I never said I'm a perfect person, all right? I started on YouTube not because I wanted to, but because I felt like I had to. And then what ended up happening is during the election, we all kind of really got to know each other. Like, for example, I know Joyce Stewart. I know Archie. I know Big Bass Fisherman. I know Don Juan. I know Zygo. And you guys all know me, especially because I live stream. By the way, all of you guys should have your own live, and girls, should have your own live streams, by the way. And I ended up, frankly, doing this stuff too much. Sometimes I feel like my life is under a microscope. Like, dude, I'm so fucking gay on this stuff. I literally sit back some days, I'm like, wow. If I do something weird, I'm like, I wonder what Joyce Stewart would think. I wonder what Big Bass Fisherman would think. I really think that. I'm telling you, right now. Not that I'm assigning all of you to be my moral compass or anything like that. I'm serious. Yeah, A Cobra knows. Seriously. I'm like, I wonder what, when I do something, I'm like, I wonder what the folks on chat will think. Like, I have those thoughts. I mean, Oh, wow, you have 7 sons, Joy. God bless you. I did not know that. God bless all of your 7 sons. Let's get one of them to make some comments on one of the live streams sometime. Doesn't have to be me. Could be Gramps, could be Jujubot, who is back up, by the way. Yeah, funny side story. I'll just say this. When I was growing up in the neighborhood I grew up in, I don't have any kids, and it's got to be crazy to have kids because one of my neighbors, when the kid was like 5 or 6 or something, we had them over for like a barbecue or whatever, and they started shaking their right leg. The kid, he started shaking his right leg. I think he was 7 or something like that, shaking his right leg. And someone noticed, and they're like, is your leg okay? Is your knee okay? And he kept shaking his leg, and this is not what my stream is about, folks, but I'm just telling you a story, okay? And a turd log came out of his leg, pant leg, onto the grass. I can't imagine what it's like to have kids. I mean, Jesus Christ. That actually happened, by the way. Artist and sushi chef, creative person, just like me. Very nice. I do more music and, cooking and stuff like that. Oh, in my later stream, this awful thing on my face is going to be gone. Gone. Yeah, music and teeth. You got it, man. My teeth suck. But I certainly know how to make appliances that fix others. And I'm probably the best in the country, if not in the world. And I say that no brag, just fact. No brag, just fact. My appliances are bomb. Yeah, and I have a brand new razor too. I can't wait to use it. I cannot wait to use it. Because this is not a good look for me. And once I finish cleaning the car, and then go clean my room, I think I'll find my fucking Trump hat. I lost it somewhere. It's either in the car, buried under garbage, or it's in the apartment. It's somewhere. Who knows? But I'll find it. I'll find it. But damn it, it's 4:48 p.m. I haven't eaten anything today. Fuck. Maybe it's under the bed. Who knows? Maybe it's under the bed. You know what? Screw it. I won't be very effective unless I get some calories. So let's go down to the local mart and get some kind of like wrap sandwich or something and some chips. I love chips. Who likes potato chips? Press 1. I swear to God, I have the weirdest live stream on YouTube, folks. I swear to God. No, I don't need my seatbelt, Mr. Toyota. I'm going fucking 500 feet away, you son of a bitch. Shut up. Stop beeping. What's good is I've discovered that I don't have to upload every video for everyone to see for 10,000 years. I don't have to upload it. So I just discovered that recently, so that's good. Here comes cops, but it's not for me though. So that's good. They got something else going on. Probably related to the storm. Hopefully everyone's okay. Fuck. That's not good. Or maybe some, maybe some old ladies in cardiac arrest or something. I don't know what's going on there. I mean, do you guys like this? I have 10 watching and 7 likes. And it's like I've done a few of these videos where I literally just take you guys like in, you know, into my daily operations. This is very personal stuff, but for some reason it seems to work. What's more weird about it is that I don't seem to care. I really don't. I don't know what Soproni beer is, but that sounds good, and I love all beers, so that's cool. I love all beer except for Coors and Bud and all that junk. That stuff is crap. What are these characters doing? hell is this? Okay, all right, good. All right, I'm going to put you guys down for 5 minutes. You can talk amongst yourselves, okay? I know I'm the worst host of a live stream ever, but I'm going to put you down. I'll be right back. Welcome back to the weirdest stream on YouTube, folks. 12 watching. How do my numbers go up when I'm doing this kind of crap? Don't answer that. Do not answer that. I think it's probably because even the smartest among us, when it first came out, probably watched some reality TV, like, if anyone remembers The Real World on MTV, or that kind of stuff. And I don't mind doing this. I think it's cool. All right, you're gonna let me go. You're gonna let me go, you son of a... Yeah, you are. And I'll let you go. There we go. Totally different world than I grew up in, folks. It's a green fucking right. Go. Jesus Christ. Oh, and this... I almost said the N-word, and he was a white guy. I almost said the N-word. I almost said this N-word is crossing the street. And it was a white dude. Oh, God. People shouting. Okay. Happens. Oh, and this guy puts on his blinker and then decides not to go left. So he slows down and stops and then doesn't turn and then goes again. Welcome to Boston. Welcome to Boston. Yeah, and this hill I live on is crazy. Everything always falls off of my dashboard. Because it's like literally like a 45-degree angle. And then I gotta do a 5-point turn every single time. Every single time. All right. Still 12 watching. Let's go back and read some comments. Yo, Alec is in the house. What up, homie? Archie's in the house. What up? Ow. Alright, I gotta eat this stupid sandwich and a few chips quick, and then end the stream and go in and clean and do what I was supposed to do today. $14 watching. Why are my numbers going up with such a shitty, horrible show? What's up, Alec? Not much. Just having a crazy Saturday. Trying to get some calories before I clean my car and my room. It's gonna suck. And then I have a bunch of dishes to do. Make America great again. Coffee girl, hey, what up? How are you? Nice. CF is in the same boat. But I was gonna do 15 minutes live, and now we're at 57. Fuck. Hey, does anybody like salt and vinegar potato chips? I got some. Oh yeah. Zygo knows. Best chips in the world. Kettle cooked, Cape Cod. Yeah, salt and vinegar. Best chips in the world. I don't like all that barbecue and fucking southwestern ham turkey flavor. Like, what the fuck? Salt and vinegar. That's all you need. Yeah, pizza Pringles are terrible. Correct. In fact, I'm just gonna put some chips into this deli meat sub. Why the fuck not? They're gonna go right inside. Nice. Crush it. Let's go. Wow, that's a lot of sodium all at once. God damn it. Yeah, pizza Pringles are terrible. But I like those pizza pretzel combos, which is a very disgusting snack, but I like them like maybe twice a year. Anybody ever have those? Gotta be careful with that, Joy. You could get a foot-to-mouth disease. If anyone wants to learn about sucking toes, just ask Blackie Fitzpatrick. I'm pretty sure he's probably a PhD in that area. Yeah, feet are disgusting. Yeah, they're very dry. You need a beer. Wow, I've somehow managed to put together a relatively entertaining show, it appears. Hello, Joan. Yeah, Coffee Girl knows. The cheese pretzel combos are bomb. One time, my brother and he came over and I set up a hot dog bar with toppings, and one of the toppings was crushed Cheetos in honor of Trump. You know, for Cheeto in chief. Kiwi Lover, what up? How are you? Thanks for coming by. I'm just eating a sandwich and eating chips and talking. Nothing special, although in order to salvage this live stream, I will raise some difficult issues very soon, just to be consistent with my message. All right. So, I would really, and hopefully I've demonstrated that this live chat is, think of it like Planet Fitness, all right? It's a judgment-free zone, okay? The whole point, and I've said this a dozen times, Joy can tell you, I've said this a dozen times. I may say controversial things and ask controversial questions, but the whole point of my stream is not to tell you what to think. It's to encourage you to think for yourself, all right? So I want to ask a couple questions, and I don't want anyone to be afraid or ashamed. And these are going to be very simple answers, the 1-2 typical yes, no, 1-2. I don't want anyone to hold back what your actual views are, okay? So here we go. Question number 1. Did an airplane hit the Pentagon on 9/11? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Go. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. Yep, Joan is wrenched. All right, that's going to be a do-over. Yeah, no, she's wrenched now. So that's going to be a do-over. Question number 1. 1 for yes, 2 for no. All right, so I don't want to see any yeses or nos or maybes or any. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Did a plane hit the Pentagon on September 11th? Go. 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 And you guys don't feel pressured by me, right? I gave an intro to my whole premise here, where I said just because folks don't agree with me doesn't mean it's, this is a judgment-free zone, just like Planet Fitness. And I get a wall of 2s. All right. So follow-up question. If I'm talking to folks not only all around the country, but also around the world, not that I have the biggest live stream on the planet, why has there not been a secondary investigation opened up they're looking into Trump, Russia, when there's nothing there. And yet I see a 12-foot wide hole in the Pentagon with no plane damage and no engine parts. And there's no investigation. What's going on here, folks? Go. Go. Answer. What's going on here, folks? Let me say that again. Trump, Russia across every single media outlet ever. And yet, supposedly a 747 smashed into the Pentagon, left a 12-foot hole with no engine parts, no plane, no wing damage, no nothing. And yet there's no secondary investigation. What's going on here, folks? What does this mean? What does this mean? Go. Yes, A Cobra wins the prize that I can't afford to give to cover up the missing money. $2.1 trillion disappeared the day before 9/11. Does anybody know that? See, I'm kind of playing a game with you, Coffee Girl, and everybody else. I'm asking questions that are making you guys answer the things that I rant about. Coffee Girl says the mainstream media is owned by the globalists, so they try to distract the public with this Russia BS. All right. Question number 2. I'd like you to provide me the year, because I actually have the answer. I'd like you to provide me with the year and the cause of death, all right? So we need the year and we need the cause of death of when Osama bin Laden died. Go. That's a bit of a tougher one. I get it. And if you guys don't like this type of stuff, you don't have to watch my stream. No one's chained you down to be here, you know? CF says he's Obama. Not correct. No. Osama bin Laden is not Barack Obama. Barack Obama is a whole other situation. I can get into that one. No, CF, nope. I have the research. I have the proof. I know you're kidding. I get it. But I'm just trying to steer the conversation. You know what I mean? Joy, wrong. A Cobra, wrong. CF, wrong. I'll just tell you guys. Osama bin Laden died of kidney failure. Well, actually, no, Joy wasn't fully wrong. Hold on. She said Pakistan. Okay, it wasn't a stroke, Joy. It was in Pakistan. I'm sorry. I said you were wrong. I said you were wrong. You got Pakistan right. Osama bin Laden passed away in a CIA-controlled hospital in Pakistan of kidney failure. His kidneys went on him. In December of guess what year? Go. Oh, Alec is 1 year off. Joy is 1 year off. $2,000. Boom. Osama bin Laden died of kidney failure in a CIA hospital, CIA-controlled hospital in Pakistan in December of 2000. Do you guys remember when the mainstream media came out and said, what was it, in 2014 or something? They're like, we killed Osama bin Laden. We killed Osama bin Laden. And they paid off all of these people to say, oh yeah, I shot him and I witnessed it. And then none of the stories were able to be proven true. What a fucking joke. What a fucking joke. They think we are so stupid. They think we are so stupid. They think the American public is so stupid. And you know, a lot of us are. A lot of us are, but I'm not. I know how to do research. God damn it. And go research everything I say. Go research everything I say. Don't believe a word that I say. Go research everything I say. The whole purpose of my stream is to get all of y'all to go do your own independent research. And then come back to me and say you're wrong. And I'll say, okay. And I'll look into your information and then we come to the truth. That's the point. Even though I know I'm right, but that's the point. How many people died? Next question. How many people died at Sandy Hook? Go. Okay. Okay. All right, Juan's a little on the fence, but okay. No, I think Harley Girl goes on at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sundays. Oh, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard. Okay, cool. I won't sleep through that one. That I can tell you right now. I slept through the last one. I got too drunk the night before. Like a bitch. Well, 11 Pacific is 1 Eastern, but Blackie says it's 2 Eastern. So now the B is confused. I actually have to go to work tomorrow for maybe like 2 hours. I have to make a rush appliance. So I'll probably be at work during that. So I won't be able to be having my mini wines during Harley's show. Yo, Blackie, are you on tonight at 6:30? We can establish that. Nice. All right, cool. So everyone make sure to check out Blackie Fitzpatrick, a.k.a. Alec Whittier, at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Tube of You. Are you in Hungary? I thought you were in Austria. I'll save these for later. Oh, cool. All right, so Blackie from Hungary. Are you in a hotel? Nice. Very cool. It's not Isabella Joy, it's the walrus. It will never get old. It will never get old. The walrus. And in point of fact, the other night, the fucking walrus Isabella came out in a walrus, what looked to be pajama suit. Probably the most insane thing I've ever seen on a live stream. It was really remarkable. It was awesome. What, CF, did you see it live? I saw it live. I was totally caught off guard. It's really good. Oh, and a lot of folks maybe don't know. I'm flying out, assuming I'm not banned yet. I'm flying out to hang out with Alec for a week on my vacation in the 3rd or 4th week of July of this year. And we're going to live stream together. Yeah, it's going to be super cool. I've never flown, I don't want to. I don't want to fly over the fucking Atlantic Ocean. That's terrifying to me. But, you know. It is what it is. I know I have to get my passport. I gotta fix that whole situation, but I got plenty of time. And my name isn't, Habib Agulabab or whatever, so it should be pretty easy. Yeah, it should be pretty easy. I use the internet for everything. I'm just gonna go on Google. I'm gonna go how to get, because I had a passport in like 1997 or something. I don't know where it is. And I assume it has to be renewed. So I'm just gonna get a new passport and I'll figure out how to do it on Google. On the Google. Man, I tell you, this live streaming thing is addictive. Hey, I've never done this before. I've never done this before. Is JB Live pretty entertaining? Press 1. If it's not, press 2. Because it's really your show. It's really your comments. I'm just the face. I'm just the face that's talking and providing you a live stream that isn't Fox News or CNN. It's really your chat, right? So if anything, you have to be applauding yourselves for being number 1. You know what I mean? Ragin says, better than watching paint dry. Thanks, homie. Yeah. CF. CF. Well, one of the things that I've learned, if we want to get away from the conspiracy stuff a little bit, is one of the things I have discovered being a streamer live on YouTube is food questions, right? Food questions. So, let's come up with one right now. And then you guys can answer, and then we will discuss. What is, since I'm holding one in my hand, what is the best sandwich, in your opinion? In your individual opinion? Go. I love egg salad sandwiches. So we have one for egg. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude. Hold on. We have one for egg salad, 2 for roast beef. Yeah, roast beef has to have mayo. That's, you know. Steak sandwich, hell yeah. Hot sausage po' boy. Does that have peppers and onions or no? Peanut butter and jelly, I disagree because only I don't like sweet stuff, so I can't do the jelly. That's just me. Italian, muffaletta. Well, CF and Ragin are kind of saying the same thing there because the Italian is very, very similar to the muffaletta. The muffaletta just has more vegetables. Joan says turkey, avocado, sprouts, and garden tomatoes. Obviously a very health-conscious person. Egg salad is good, but it stinks. Correct. Crispy chicken sandwich. Yeah, I agree as well. No, Zygo, I'm not knocking the peanut butter and jelly. As I got from like maybe 17 on, I think it's because I drink too much booze So my body already has so much sugar going through it, processing, that I lost my tolerance for anything sweet. I love peanut butter and jelly. It's just, I think my brain changed. Mom's Sammy's. And speaking of sandwiches, I don't feel bad throwing, as you guys saw me do, the extra bread out the windows. Because this is Quincy, man. The animals come and fucking eat it like that. That shit's gonna be gone in 20 minutes. Pulled pork, hell yeah. Brisket soft tacos, never had. Sounds very good, though. Yeah, I actually can do ice cream. You know why I can do ice cream, Kiwi Lover? Is because the temperature differential, it's so cold, it cuts through the sweetness and then it melts and it's like an experience. So it's like different. I do like ice cream. I rarely have ice cream, but I do like ice cream. I like soft serve ice cream. I like the Ben & Jerry's, the hard things you can get down the street. I like it all. And I like all flavors, by the way. All flavors. CF, are you referring to an ice cream festival? Oh, Jill, this is an open stream. When I'm on, I'm on. When you're available, you're available. There's no requirement to be here. Like I said, I don't chain anyone to a chair to watch my stream. You come when you can, and if not, who cares? Oh, I like beer, I like food, and I like fun. Sweet. Maybe next year. I can only afford one trip per year. You spelled it wrong, CF. It's a huge party. Huge. Jill Bumer's in the house. Everybody say hi. Huge. Jill. Joan Preble saw my little thing. No, it is Sutterholm. And no, I'm not drinking and driving. Just for all the new folks who come in, I stream from my car because I have a roommate and I don't, my voice is very kind of like it carries. It's very cutting. And my streams tend to last half hour and a half. And I have a small apartment. We have a small apartment. So it wouldn't be fair to my roommate for me to be in the kitchen or even in my bedroom with the door closed, which would be totally weird. Or in the living room with my roommate trying to watch like a movie or something. For me to, live stream from there. Because it's just totally disruptive and that's very rude. So I sit in a parked car, totally legal, nothing wrong with it, and I have my wines. And if a cop ever came up and there was, some known problem, I would just get out of the car and I would go, "Yes, how may I help you?" And they would go, "Well, blah, blah, blah." And I would go, "Well, there's no problem, so please get the fuck out of here. I have a Fourth Amendment." And then they would leave. So I don't think there are any laws against, having a couple mini wines in a parked car. In a parked car. Not driving. Cannot drive drunk. Very, very bad. That's a crime. Yeah, care and control. Exactly. Well, some of that at this point, Joy, is going to be put off until tomorrow, but I'm definitely at least going to shave tonight and do some dishes. That I can tell you. And throw away this giant bag of horrible. That took me a half an hour to put together. But by end of day tomorrow, this car is going to be largely spotless, and then probably on Tuesday, I'll take it to get it detailed. And it'll be like brand new except for the cigarette burns. No, I'm just telling you, Mom. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm just telling you. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Yes. I call it my famous studio car. Luckily, I have enough gas. I might have to... If I do another stream later, though, I might have to go get some fucking more. Or stream from inside. Who knows? Well, my keys are in the if I can talk. My keys are in the ignition right now, but I live on a hill, right? So if anybody comes up the hill and I know what cop cars look like, I just pull them right out, because I'm looking at you guys, but I'm also looking out my windshield, and I would not miss that. If I ever saw that, keys out, boom, done. No problem. I mean, look, folks, it's not easy to have a YouTube live stream, which is why most of you don't have a YouTube, and I'm not criticizing, I'm just saying, which is why most of you don't have a YouTube live stream. There's all of these logistical things that you have to take into account, right? Or I should say that one has to take into account, okay? Do you have roommates? Do you have sisters, brothers, do you live at home, blah, 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 like all that stuff. So I just manage it this way, and so far it's been okay, knock on wood. That's all I can say. And I will look a lot. I don't know if it's going to be later tonight. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. But I'm going to look a lot better once I get rid of... I've got the brand new razors. I've got brand new fucking Gillette shaving cream. I've got all that stuff. When I grow a beard, it's an accident. It's just because I've been too busy. It's not because I think it's a great look on me. It is not. I am supposed to be a clean... I should look like a Backstreet Boy. Not the gay one, but I should look like a Backstreet Boy, okay? Or Justin Timberlake. Or something like that. Clean shaven. Ragin says, I'm bald with a beard. I want my mullet back. Are you bald by choice or bald because of genetics? Ragin. Well, thank you very much, Joan. I wouldn't say that I have it together. You know, I'm a pretty fucked up person, but a large, you know, the main two reasons that I'm fucked up is this, okay? One, I have Asperger's syndrome, which means I don't understand the emotions or social cues of others, and I never will. Number two, what that means is that I actually don't have really any impulse control, which is actually what allows me to live stream and not feel any anxiety or like, oh, are people going to judge me? I just don't have those feelings. I don't have those feelings. You know what I mean? Oh, cool. Ragin is, what did I ask? Hold on a second. I forget. Oh, bald by choice. Okay, cool. Yeah, see, Joan, you and I are kind of opposites in terms of that ability. I just don't have it, not one shred of it. I can only operate off of logic. I can only operate off of logic, which sometimes, frankly, gets me into trouble. It's like sometimes I'll say or do something and I see someone react and I'm like, oh, fuck, what happened? And then I have to backtrack and go, oh, I did this wrong, or I said this wrong, or this person said this and I reacted in this way. And then I have to backtrack and go, okay, in a very mathematical line item fashion, I have to go, okay, don't repeat that scenario again. And then that goes into my memory bank, and then it goes in here, and then I, don't do it again. But, it is what it is. And by the way, he may agree or disagree. He may agree or disagree. But if you watch the Blackie Fitzpatrick show, which I hope all of you do, cross over for 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, you're going to notice a lot of personality similarities between Blackie and myself. For those of you who are new. For those of you who have been around and been to both of our streams, you already know that. We're very, very different people, but we have very similar personality traits. So I almost wonder if Blackie is an Asperger's type. All right, fuck it. I'll shave for the Blackie Fitzpatrick show, okay? No homo. No homo. I'll do it. I'll do it. Yeah, Jill. A lot of, females have said that. They go, we kind of like that look. And I'm like, thank you very much. I don't mind the look. It's not so much about the look as it is the feel. I don't like it. I don't like it. And like, let's not go overboard here, but I'll go a little bit outside the hockey rink, as it were, the social hockey rink. Let's say I, go oral on a woman, okay? Does anybody really want, in their crotch, like, hair? I just, you know, you know what I'm saying? I prefer to be clean shaven. I've just been so freaking busy. When you get out of work and you get home, take a nap, get up exhausted, have a couple wines, live stream, and then go pass out in bed. It's like the last thing I'm thinking about is shaving, you know? So it's just one of those things. But the beard dies. The beard dies, okay? It goes away. Raging Cajun says flavor saver. I agree. Soup strainer. Some folks liked that. Some folks did not like that. What can I say? I'm like Trump. What I say is what I say. And if you don't like it, Megyn Kelly, I'm sorry. Oh, hold on. Let me do that quote. You guys know me as kind of a Trump psycho. That I've unintentionally memorized a lot of Trump's quotes during the campaign. Let me quote this one because I even have the diction and the tone and everything down. To Megyn Kelly, from Trump to Megyn Kelly. What I say is what I say. And if you don't like it, Megyn, maybe I could have not been so nice to you based on the way you have treated me, but I wouldn't do that. That's fucking spot on, in my opinion. MAGA, MAGA, MAGA. Make America Cajun again. Maca. Jill knows what I'm talking about. That was during the first debate. Although I could maybe not be based on the way you have treated me, but I wouldn't do that. Oh, this thing has to go. Wow, still 16 watching, 14 likes. And I'm not really providing anybody any content. I'm just kind of providing a chat room for you guys. That's pretty sweet. Oh, yeah, Jill, I'm a total savant. I'm an expert on microscopes, telescopes. As I used to say, when I would go on dates and stuff and girls get to know me and, usually it works out because I'm a pretty good looking guy, and relatively, charismatic. I taught myself charisma, by the way. That's what happens with Asperger's types. We have to teach ourselves social skills through trial and error. Whereas most people just are naturally social and kind of it grows like the social cake, rises like the social muffin or whatever. For me, no. I'm the burned end on the end of the pan. And I've had to teach myself, hand movements and eye contact and when to talk high and when to talk low and everything that everybody learns normally. Socially, I've had to teach myself. Luckily, I was blessed with a penchant for learning, great vocabulary, right? And I know how to speak properly. I know how to, do that kind of thing. And also, I know a lot of big words, and that impresses folks. But yes, I am a savant. I'm obsessed with as I said growing up. As I say to people when I was growing up, when everybody else was playing football and baseball, I was obsessed with telescopes and microscopes, right? And I actually had them, and I actually did like science in my room, and slides, and put the slide cover on top and analyze pond water, and I analyzed my own sperm at one point. Nobody knows that. I can't believe I just said that on the internet, but I just said it. It's true. When I was in like 8th grade or 7th grade or whatever. I've never said that on the internet. That's breaking news. Please forget I ever said that. Thank you very much. And I've always been obsessed with like aliens and this and that. And then later on, what that translated into is, when I started looking into, the weirdness around 9/11, I started looking into that, and I go, huh. And then I looked into a bunch of other things like the alien conspiracies and all that junk and all that garbage. And then I started figuring out, wow, the world that I thought and that the school and everyone taught me around me is not the way that the world really is. And my entire universe crumbled down around my knees. And at that point, as crippling as you think that would be, it was actually the opposite. I was totally mentally free. So here you have this 5'3" little guy with Asperger's syndrome, and yes, being a savant, right? With a completely free and open mind, not caring about social conventions, but also at the same time understanding them on a learned level, right? That's when I say that, what I mean is, my speech abilities and, hand movements and eye contact and stuff like that, and posture and dress and et cetera, you put that together with someone who has a requisite background. This is a JB rant, by the way, right now. I just got thrown into a JB rant. You have someone who, and I'm also, no brag, just fact, I'm very, very intelligent. My SAT scores were off the fucking charts. In school, in, high school, whatever, when I wanted to get straight A's, I got straight A's. When I wanted to get D's and F's, I got D's and F's. It was basically based off of my emotions of that year. Isn't that weird? Because you would think that most kids want to have straight A's every single frickin' year. The teachers couldn't figure me out. They would actually bring me into the principal. They would go, "Are you on drugs? Last year you were our top second student, and this year you're getting D's and F's. Are you on drugs?" I'm like, "No, I'm not on drugs. I just really kind of don't care this year. I don't care." And that was my version of rebelling against a very structured system. I do not respond well to structured systems, and I never will. Except for work, but the difference at work is that I'm in charge. So it's my structure, and it's my system. So I'm totally, able to flourish in that environment. With mistakes and, shit happens, but, So I ended up touring in a rock band. That was a very interesting experience. It's pretty cool to go from, a nerd with his head down all day. Although I was always outspoken. That I can tell you. Even when I was being bullied relentlessly, I was always outspoken. Never got violent, so that's good. But then you take that kid, and when I went off to college, I was reasonably popular. I started doing drugs at that time. I would do like marijuana, ecstasy, cocaine, stuff like that. And I knew how to kind of party, but I was never really a ladies' man, this and that. But right around that time, my band started getting pretty big. And I actually ended up touring with a band called Finger Eleven, who's a very popular band that everyone knows. And if you guys don't know them, you can just look up Finger Eleven. I toured with them. My band toured with them. So when you start playing shows in front of 200 people, 500 people, and then I think my biggest show was in front of 5 or 8,000 people, you know, playing guitar and being the backup vocalist, you just get this confidence on stage. And the craziest thing about doing something like that, which a lot of folks don't have experience with, is when you get off stage, you're instantly popular. It doesn't matter what your personality is. It doesn't matter what your personality is. When you get off stage after playing in front of 5,000 people or 100 or 200 or whatever, when you get off stage, you're an instant celebrity. That's why I actually know what it's like to be someone like Jay-Z or Madonna or one of these types, because the only difference is the numbers. They play in front of 50,000. Well, guess what, you Illuminati fucks? I played in front of 5,000. I know exactly what the adulation is like. I know in exquisite detail exactly the adrenaline rush that people like Jay-Z and Madonna get coming, or Metallica or whoever, get coming off the stage and have all these screaming fans, you know, just wanting to meet you and talk to you. You've never met them in your life. You just showed up in their town, they saw you on the internet, and they like your music and they want to see you play, and then they want to meet you. I know exactly what that feeling is because I went through it. And I can tell you, I wouldn't be as successful today if I didn't tour in a rock band, because I would probably be a lot more shy. I would probably, the Asperger's would have taken over, or the autism, or whatever you want to call it, would have taken over. Yet I had those experiences probably, how many shows have I played? 200 shows in my life, maybe 300, something like that. Some nights we would tour 4 nights a week. And so you get that experience. And it's just one of those things. I think it really was, and what's very fortunate is it happened when I was young. So when my brain was still forming, because this all happened between the ages of 17 and 25, right in the formative years of my brain. You know, I was a touring musician, and, I really think it kind of affected my life in a way that it literally changed my brain chemistry to where, you know, if I feel unconfident in certain situations, I don't just shy away from them anymore. I analyze them. I go, okay, cool, this is just a performance, let's go. And then I get right back in there. Whereas if that didn't happen, I probably would have just run away and hid. And with that rant being done, I will take your questions. Go. Yes, it is amazing taking the red pill, Joy. It's amazing, and it's also terrifying. No, I have not read the Book of Enoch, but I know everything about Enoch, and Enoch is alive and well. I can tell you that right now. And yes, my knowledge of the Nephilim is a very complicated scenario because they go by very different names. Some people call them the fallen angels. Some people call them the aliens. Some people call them the demons. Some people call them the Nephilim. It's all the same thing. It's basically Satan's interdimensional, minions that are here to conquer the human race. If you want it in a bubble, that's the quick pill. If you want a broader answer, ask better questions, ask more specific questions, I should say, and I'll answer them in a line item fashion. Go. Thank you, Jill. I'll answer anybody's questions in a line item fashion. I kind of know a lot of stuff. No brag, just fact. I'm just telling you. I know a lot of stuff. By the way, 25 minutes, Blackie Fitzpatrick live, and I will be there. So I hope everybody from my channel moves over to Blackie Fitzpatrick at 6:30, 25 minutes from now. But if anybody has any specific questions on anything in the sphere of human or astronomical or anything influence, conspiracy, anything, now's the time to ask, and I will answer. And if I can't answer directly, I'll provide all of us with a framework to find the answer. Go. Let's go. I think I freaked out a lot of people because I talked too fast. Coffee Girl's like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Have a good night, Coffee Girl. Thank you very much for coming by. When Joy Stewart says Susan Powers needs to be in prison. How's that? That's all I can say about that. What's up, Crystal Keith? My undetermined online girlfriend of sorts. Crystal Keith, would you consider yourself attractive? Just curious. A Cobra asks, what's the meaning of life? Well, great question and a tough question. And my answer to that would be, this is my personal belief, all right? This is my personal belief. So I was asked the question, I'm going to answer it for A Cobra. What's the meaning of life? I believe that humankind was created by, you could call it God, you could call it the universe, you could call it the creator, you can call our above self, whatever you want to call it. But that we were all placed here in order to do the work of good and better and evolve and perpetuate and expand the human race. I believe that's the meaning of life. I hope that's a satisfactory answer. Never be scared, James. I don't mind double, triple, quadruple covering things. Ask any question you want. Because if I don't have the answer, I'll find the answer. So, you can ask whatever you want at any time you want. 16 watching, 16 likes. Wow. Let's make sure we get at least 16 over at Blackie's. His show's a lot more fun than mine. He plays music. He's more charismatic than I am. And it starts in 22 minutes. Crystal, your thing says 287 people are watching my stream right now? Yeah, mine says 16 as well, like Joy. James Miller asks, why has YouTube decided to go full Big Brother? Because of streams like mine. And when I say like mine, I don't mean mine. The operative word is like. Because of people like David Seaman, because of people like James Munder, because of people like Destroying the Illusion, because of people like Alex Jones, because of people like Lionel Nation, because of people like LaRouche Pack. Because the simple answer is we're just being fucking censored because they don't want the truth to get out there. And they're run by Google, which is controlled by Jeff Bezos, who's a globalist. And YouTube is run by the globalists, and the globalists don't want little tiny truth streams coming out. They don't want that. They can't afford that. So they censor. And it's a disgrace. Not only is it a disgrace, I think it's a crime. Yo, what up, Radioactive? Yeah, Jill, there's an alternative to YouTube. It's called twitch.tv. But twitch.tv, I'm still figuring out. There's one person, if you want to grab a pen or a pencil or prick your finger for blood and write, his name is Gorf, Gorf, and he typically only streams Friday nights starting at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And he's exclusively on Twitch. And I'm learning from him how to use twitch.tv, but I just haven't figured out how to use it yet. Thank you, Joan. Peace out. I hope to see you over at Blackie. Oh yeah, everyone should watch Gorf's show. He's awesome. Channel Gorf, Twitch. Thank you, Joy. Thank you. Yo, I just had a thought right now. I just had a thought. Just so I can primarily use it, as a joke, I suppose, but it's also kind of true. It's also kind of true at Joy Stewart. So this is directed at Joy Stewart. And I don't mind if you say no. I don't mind if you say no. But just as a joke, just so I can use it, may I refer to you as my communications director? Joy Stewart? Feel free to say no. No pressure. I'm just asking. No, she does it anyway. She does it right now for free. I just want to give her the title. All right, cool. So Joy has accepted. Who thinks Joy Stewart is going to be a great JB communications director? Press 1, go. One. All right, so Joy, that actually comes with a little bit of power. And that power comes against me. That means that I'm assigning you the power to go, yo, JB, you're being a little bit either over the top or a little bit crazy or a little bit this and that or a little bit whatever. I think we should maybe say things this way. That'll be your responsibility too. Not only to help me with the stuff that I'm already doing, but you have to tell me when I'm fucking up. Does that make any sense? So if you choose to accept, I'd be happy to have you. And also, I want to be able to say I have a communications director. I really do. I can do that. Okay, cool. All right, so it's official. As of right now, Joy Stewart is my communications director for JB Le Cafefe Live. Boom. Fuck, I have a communications director who works for free. I guess I'm a good negotiator, right? The first thing Joy is going to say is stop swearing so much. No, No, seriously, the first thing Joy's gonna say is stop swearing so much. And I'll be like, how the fuck do you do that? No, I get it. You can say anything you want, Radioactive. Go. This is a free and open live stream. Go. Yeah, no, I have a pretty good gauge of Jill's personality. I think she's fine. And to be honest, and thank you, Radioactive, for pointing that out. Yeah, maybe it was a clone, but if anyone's ever a problem here, my mods are hired for free, by the way. My mods are charged with the task of taking care of that, so I really don't care. I really don't care. I don't go to fake Gramps. On purpose, anyway. I have la creme de la creme of moderators on my stream. So whatever happens on somebody else's stream, I just don't care. Steve needs my help. What up, Steve? What are you doing? What's going on? Steve, meet my new communications director, Joy Stewart. We can both help you. We're a team now. Crystal, I'm going to have to get back to that. I don't know what you mean by they fucked off Alex Jones today. But I'm going to have to look into what... I'm going to have to... Let me deal with Steve first, and then I'll deal with that. Yeah, Nelson is a troll. So you got cloned by Nelson. That's what happened. So what you're going to have to do is locate Gramps' email. I'm pretty hands-off of Gramps at this point. I've got my own thing going on. So what you're going to have to do is exactly what you just told me, is find Gramps' email, which will be easy to do if you go to his home-based channel, and email him and say, yo, Nelson doxed me. That wasn't me. Can I be reinstated? And they'll reinstate you. That's all I can help you with. I can't do everything. Yeah, that's all you can do. Just, yo, Steve Green, contact Gramps, or find a way, maybe make another account. And here's another way around it. I'll give Steve Green the kind of the inside track. Another way around it is you can make a brand new account, all right? Go onto, Google or whatever, just make a brand new account. Steve Green with 3 E's or whatever it is, and then go, hey, say to a moderator, go, look, some fucking troll screwed me over at this channel. Talk to a moderator, because moderators are the go-betweens between the live chat and the channel owner, right? And then say to them, I was banned because of a troll was fucking and doing all kinds of weird stuff. can you please fix it? I'm a good person. Everyone knows me. And then everyone's going to go, oh, yeah, we know Steve Green. We know Steve Green. And you're going to be fine. And then the channel owner will fix it. So that's the other way. So there's actually 2 ways you can fix that. Number 1, direct email to the channel owner. Number 2, new account, appeal to a moderator, explain the situation, and let them fix it. And it'll be fixed. Okay? I know, Blackie, my car has a fucking clock. I'm counting down, god damn it. No, Steve, Gramps will get back to you. He's very, very good. Gramps has a vest. Here's what a lot of folks who are either new to this or maybe confused by this live streaming kind of thing, whether it's Gramps Fox or whether it's a live stream like this, he's very, very good at responding to his audience. Jujubot, I've had my issues in the past, but I think she's, she lost like all her viewers and now she's back. So I think she kind of realized it's like, yeah, you kind of have a responsibility here. You know what I mean? You're a channel owner. So I think you'll be just fine. And I'm so thankful that Blackie is coming on in 8 minutes because I'm starting to lose my voice. God damn it. This stuff ain't easy, folks. Stuff ain't easy. All right, so we got 8 minutes till Blackie. Let's talk about aliens. Who's seen a UFO? Press 1. Go. Quick. Fast. Go. I never have. Joy has. Crystal says not lately. That's a little mysterious. Eduardo, all you have to do is go to YouTube and type in Gramps Fox and just find the real one where you see ones with blue wrenches. I don't have a link, but just find the real one with blue wrenches because there are like 7 Gramps clones and it's a disgrace. It's terrible. Joy says, I saw 3, but 2 were definitely ours. Yeah, most of them are ours. I'm just trying to end my stream with a JB-esque topic. Pretty easy for me. UFOs. I've never seen a UFO. I really want to. I've thought I've seen some, but then it's like it turns out it's a fucking seagull. And I just feel like a dumbass. It's like, damn it. Our best UFO, and by that I mean the United States' best UFO, which I want Trump flying on, by the way. I don't want Trump flying on clunky old gasoline-powered or jet fuel-powered Air Force One. No. Trump's Air Force One should be the TR-3B Astra. Who knows what the TR-3B Astra is? Well, there are phallic-shaped objects, yeah. Cigar-shaped UFOs. Yeah, the TR-3B Astra, Joy knows. Crystal Keith says there are so many things I need to say. All right, do a data dump. Go. Let's go. Say them all. Say as much as you can. Crystal Keith, say as much as you can. Yeah, or make another video, or even better, start your own fucking live stream, Crystal Keith. Jesus Christ. Everybody should have a live stream. Everybody. And then we can all compete for whose information is more interesting. Eduardo, yo, what up? Live streams don't work in the river bottom. I don't know what that means. Oh, okay. Well, if you want me to make videos for you, I'll make them for you, Crystal Keith. I'll do it in a second. I don't care. It's what I do. At least on the weekends. I mean, I'm busy during the week, but on weekends, I can help you out. All right, cool, Crystal. Whenever you're ready, I'm here. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere as far as I know. I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside, and I ain't gonna worry no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Thank you, I fucked up the words. Thank you, Joy. I ain't gonna study war no more. 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 All right, y'all, 30 seconds, and then it's time to go to Blackie. Anybody have any final comments? I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Well, volcanoes are a whole separate issue, Crystal Keith. That's a long conversation. All the volcanoes are erupting because of Nibiru, aka Planet X. Are you familiar with Nibiru, Planet X? Yeah, we're in for some rough times, that I can tell you right now. No, I don't think you just fell off the turnip truck. I just, I talk to a lot of people on YouTube, you know what I mean? All right, let's piss off my channel in 10 seconds. Any final emergency comments will be welcome. But we're going to get the fuck up out of here. All right? We're going to relocate. Blackie Fitzpatrick live, a.k.a. Alec Whittier live. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you guys very much for coming by. We are signing off. I'll be a chatter at Blackie's, all right? Peace out, y'all. Thank you all for coming by. Maybe I'll do a stream later, and hopefully I'll be clean shaven, all right? Peace.